What's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? Hey, we are live. Let me go to, actually, this camera's working now. For some reason, this camera's not working. Now, mind you, I am looking up. I did have to change the camera around. Well, I didn't have to change the camera around, but I did change that around. So, nope, not there. There. Okay, so, we do have the cameras going up. Let me, I just heard it bing. Let me make sure everything's working right, because that's important to do. And I can share it. I can share it real quick to the group. So we're going to make some of these. They're leather slips for your cans. I've been using this one, and it's been going pretty good. So let me find the share button, copy the link, and let's go to Facebook. And let's do this. Looks like I'm froze. Did I freeze? Nope. Okay. Let's go to the group. And let's, sorry, I don't know how to make it so I can share the link before I go on. That will be something I look into. But for now, it is. And I did fix the, let's see, share to story, share to a page story, share to a page. I'll just share this now to my personal page. Okay, it froze. All right, so it doesn't show anybody watching. I'm going to have to get used to looking, like I'm going to be working here, but I have to look up there. So every once in a while, give me a minute to comment when it does. Okay, let's try this again. Share it, share to a page. I don't know why it always comes up with that page first. Post. All right, so I just shared it on 4 different locations. We'll see if it works. So here's what I'm making. Let's see if I can get a better shot of it for you here. Sort of. So here's what we're making. Cans will slide in and out. It is really tough when you first make it. They fit in there super snug, and if you don't have an open can, you can't get it out. I actually had to run out to my truck to get a can because I don't have any cans in here. A little bit different what I'm doing is I'm punching holes so that way it's not a hard cut. It's a nice round over cut right there. So I'm going to punch those holes, and then and you'll be able to see all of them that I'm making. I'll punch the holes, and then we'll go on to the next step. And hopefully I'll be able to sew them all also. But we'll see. And I do have my my keyboard out, so in case somebody comments, I can reply to the comments. But let's see if I can move this forward. It's tough having all the cords and stuff. And you guys are getting a semi-free tour of the shop here. All right. I may switch to a smaller one of these. Smaller punch size. I think I have a smaller punch size. I thought this would be a good size, but I think I want to go. I want to go a little bit smaller. Let's change to. Oh, and I did bring in my keypad, but I haven't programmed it yet, so I can't just use that the way it's meant to be used. What do I do with it? Oh, it's up here. So the whole reason I'm punching holes is so it gives it someplace it's less likely to tear in those locations. So we'll try. We'll go back to this one. Nope. I need to put like another monitor over there so I can see it while I'm working. And I may not have anybody right now, but you guys will be able to watch this as a rerun. So hopefully that's not been too loud clicking on you. I wonder what I was punching before that. Looks like it was a glass bead or something. Eh. It's weird. I get like a little glass bead or something. I don't know what that is. I don't know what I was punching prior to these. Huh. Two more and then we'll go to the next step. Sorry, you guys can hear me breathing. Problem with doing lives is I can't put like audio in the background. I haven't seen any where to make that choice for audio in the background. So at least you guys don't have to hear me breathing every time. So that's the last one. We'll set the camera back to the other side. Kick this in because we're done with this. All right, let's go back to that one. I really should put down a different cutting board. What's up? What's up? I see somebody watching, I think. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to take the tape off the back. And I think that punch didn't punch it as clean as it should have. I can't tell if there's somebody. There's nobody talking, I can tell you that. I may change knives. I don't know if I've been happy with how I've been cutting with this one. You can see it'll turn for me, so it's a great thin blade. But I just don't know if it's doing exactly what I'm wanting it to do every time. What's it getting caught in? Okay, that's one done. Now I'll finish those and then I'll have to glue them all. take this off first. Shoot. Missed the garbage can. See what this is doing. Okay, now I can see the views. So I don't know if I'm happy with how that those holes punched. Yeah, I don't know if I'm happy about how these holes punched. It should work. Oh. I forgot a step, I think. You know what I forgot on this one? Put it down in the comments if you know what I messed up on this one. I know what I messed up on, but do you? That's what I forgot. Forgot to remove the tape. Oh, and this one's a bad taping. How many knew that was going to happen? I did. I wonder if the bigger holes were better. I'm gonna go with the big holes. Let's remove this tape first though, huh? Sorry about that. Oh, I missed the trash again. All right. Back to the live. Just checking to see if anybody was commenting on these. Oh, let's do this tape too before we start. Man. The tape helps so the whole back doesn't get covered, but it's still got a little bit there. I did the tooling right down to the edge of this one. This one may be my favorite. And on the table behind me is all the, not all, but it's stuff I got to finish for the show, which is just a, not just a farmer's market, but it's just a farmer's market. So man. No views today. It's kind of weird. Thought I was on a roll with getting views on my lives. Did I miss a button? Man, that was nowhere near close. But it did land on top of another paintball. Yeah. So I realized earlier I have patterns for doing a whole head stall for horses. So that's coming out soon. We'll do some horse head stalls, and I got to figure out what hardware to get for it. But we'll do some of those. I think I may have liked the bigger holes better. All right. Now we're going to try something on one of these to see if I like it. And then if so, we're going to do them all. But if not, I'm not going to do any of them. Or I'll just do one. But I may try it out on mine. Yeah. We'll do it. Right now it's turning into an ASMR of me breathing, huh? Sorry. We'll try this one. I don't think I'm gonna edge them. Just really won't see it. So I'm looking at the bottom and I'm debating how I'm gonna finish. If I'm gonna finish this edge or if I'm just gonna do that. Just that on the bottom of these and then that's it. I think that's all I'm gonna do is that right there. Because then it'll just sit like that. And then like that. So I'm not going to do, I am going to have to edge coat those I think before. Yeah, I'm going to have to edge coat them before I do it. Alright, so that's another step here we'll do in a minute. But now we know. And knowing is half the battle. Some of you are in the group are old enough to know what that actually meant. I bet you there's a lot of breathing. I'm sorry. I'm going to listen to it for a minute to see how bad my breathing is. Come on. Open any app. Okay, that's way. How do I go live? There we go. Let's see how bad that breathing is. man, come on, stop messing these up. Sorry, hold on. I'm pulling this table out so I can, once I do some coating on these, I can toss them over here. And there's room for them. Do brown on these? Yeah, we'll do brown. I don't normally do brown. We'll do brown. I don't know if I've showed you guys this thing. Super important. Now I can't tip it over. Almost forgot my little trick. Gives the room a little extra smell. Oh, it's a horrible smell too. Oof, it's bad. I don't know if this is gonna work. Yep, it's working. I don't usually use brown on my projects, so this is a new one for me. I don't know how I'm going to get into these corners. Am I even in the video? No, of course not. But I'm going to have to go get I gotta go get a different applicator. Because it's not going to get into the corners where it needs to. This works for like the tops and the... I'm going to need a Q-tip. You know what? I have an edge paint brush. I wonder where that was. Where that is. At least you guys can still see my legs, right? So this should work. And this one's a little bit weaker because I tip it up here. Oh, not that much. So it's usually more talking when more people are watching, but, or at least when people are watching, period. But nobody's watching, so it's kind of like I just talked to myself. But for now, I'm just going to keep doing my work and not really have too much conversation with myself. And the one thing I can't do with the Q-tip that I can do with I don't look bad. Do I want to do every one of them? I don't think I need to be honest. I'll just put a topper on it and be done. So, if you didn't catch what I just said, because I don't know what I just said, I'm just going to put a top on it. I'm going to do the top of this on each side, but I'm not going to put anything on the insides. That's going to be at the bottom. Hopefully I don't regret that decision, but that's just what I'm going to do. I will put these on the side though. So when I'm done with the black stitches, I'll put them on the side. So that will... Oh, stop it, man. Man, that stinks when you burn these things. Some of these are already done, but I want them all in brown. I don't know why I want them all in brown, but I'm going to do them in brown. I need to clip the piece. My mic cord is getting in my way. I'll have to look and see. I have it so I can do this. I can actually put the wireless mic onto my into my phone. So if I was out doing videos, I could just have the mic attached to me and be able to walk around and do videos and have good audio. But I also have a huge, you can't see it, microphone on that. So, and that's what I use during my weekly updates, is that mic. Probably could make it easy and use a whole yeah, I don't remember what I was saying. Okay, those are done. Now the next time I'll have to do this is when they're stitched. And I need to glue still, so we're gonna get to pull out stinky glue. And we're gonna be able to glue some stuff here in a minute. Still got no one commenting. Alright, so let's reset for we'll reset for doing gluing. Where'd I put my glue mat? There it is. I think I'm gonna make a new pouch. I haven't made a new pouch. I've never made a pouch. I haven't made a pouch before. I'll take that thing out of my mouth because I need to talk. Why is that there? So I've never made a pouch, but I need to make. I do need to make a pouch. I do. I need to make a pouch so I can see. I just need to make a pouch. That's going to be a long process. And I get to use my new. Oh, sorry. Hey man, move camera view. Ow. Get to use my new glue pot. Check this thing out. Cobalt blue. I'll say it. From Maker's Leather. It's gonna. There it is. From Maker's Leather. Super convenient. The thing's in there, and I can just. Oh, that was fast. I don't want to do that fast. I just get rid of some of the stuff, dip it back in because I only need real little for this one. This one only needs like that much. Just over the line is all I need. This is the part where you wish it was, you can smell it. It's also the part that you will wish that you could leave once you start using this. So I've gotten to the point where I like to use 2 coats of glue. What I'm doing is I'm just marking real lightly in the leather so I can see how far I need to glue. If I go in too far, then it'll be all messed up. So I may not be able to, what's the name of this? Finishing? I may not be able to finish these tonight. We'll see. If I keep jumping steps, I'm going to have to do. So are Tuesday nights not good nights to be live? That's what it looks like. Man, I should put the glue stick down because I just got glue on my hand and I got it on my... Man. So I have a whole big cardboard that I use to, that I labeled glue, so I can glue on it. Well, I always pull this thing out because this thing's just small. I'm realizing if I glue all these, I'm gonna have to stitch all these. I'm just making it a later and later and later night. So they make glue pots, and a lot of people like using glue pots. I don't do enough. I say that, and I've been using it more and more lately, but I don't do enough jobs to use a glue pot that stays open all the time. Because it doesn't seal 100%, so like whatever you're using has to be, you're always having to thin up the glue because it's drying out, and this new glue pot I'm hoping works out real nicely for me. Ooh, I used a lot of glue on that one. I mean, I went past the line on that one. I gotta go a little bit past the line. That time I went perfect on the line. Alright, I think I have one more to go. I gotta do something about this mic cord. I keep hitting it. Maybe my thumbnail isn't as good as it should be. I thought I did pretty good on my thumbnail for this one. What's up, Aaron? Yep, trying to get stuff done. Finally, somebody's watching and I can talk to. Man, you know how hard it is to keep a conversation with yourself? So as you saw in the, I don't know, maybe you saw the profile, the thumbnail picture, working on some can koozies. I can't call them can koozies. I can't call them koozies. So I have before. Nope, not that one. I want that one. So I've done it before where I've and I gotta look up because I did mount it as you saw in the last video in the update. So I had something before. It was called a koozie or something like that, and I got copyrighted and they took it down. So I don't use the word koozie in the title, but that's what it is. It's a koozie for the can. So I don't know any other way to put it except koozie. But let me go back to the. So I like to put 2 coats of glue on, because this is going to be a a seam that's going to be screaming every time you put a can in there. So super important to get that tacky and make sure it's glued up nicely. And I am just over the line on these, which is right, just what I want. I'll show you in a second on why I say just over the line and not like way, way over. Well, one, it obvious because it doesn't look good if you go way, way over. Two, the can has to fit in there correctly. So if you don't do it right, it's not going to fit in there correctly. But inside the can, you can see just barely. Let me see if I can get some light in there. Let me shed some light on the situation. Right on the edge is where the glue is going. So if I go over it too much, it'll show. It doesn't matter that it shows because it's on the inside, but I still want to make sure that it doesn't. It's not looking too much. But that's what we're working on. So I'm gonna have to stay until I get all these glued and stitched. So luckily I can move the sewing machine over here. And once I'm done stitching them, I'll probably call it a night. Actually, I don't know if I can stitch them tonight because I gotta let this glue. Well, this glue will dry pretty good. It'll dry pretty quick. Yeah, it's a can jacket, a can koozie, a sleeve, and it fits super. And what I found is I'll make it so that way that's where the seam is where I drink it, so I can grab it like this every time and know where my thumb's gonna be right at the bottom. That's what I do. However, whoever owns these can do it however they want, but I'll flip one over here in a minute so you can see. Since you missed the first part, I know you'll go back and watch it, but the first part of me cutting these out showed the designs on every one of these. I'll go back to the one I just did and show you the design on the front of that one. And yes, I could probably make this in black. Now I gotta tell you, I'm not a fan of black leather. Reason being is because I can make these look really nice, and you get the nice natural leather colors and the looks of it. And black just makes it black. Like this one here, that's actually the brand. So the brand goes all the way around and up. I think it was actually there was something else above it, but that's all from the brand on the cow. So I love doing that. But like that one there, heck yeah, with a little anchor on the back. You know there's gonna be somebody that likes that one. At least I hope somebody likes that one. Hope they like them all. But I think that one's going to go first. Yeah, the brand definitely. You could tell there's not a delay on when you post it. I mean, there is a little bit, but there's definitely a delay on the time that I look up at the screen. But yes, I love that brand on there. And anytime I can find brands and stuff, I try to use them for something. I love. I'm a fan of rough leather. I'm not like. I don't have like the perfect leather all the time on projects. And I love that. So you're gonna get a rustic. I guess that's gonna be the word for it. You're gonna get a rustic look of the leather more so than a neat, refined, and really a clean look. And there's nothing wrong with clean look. Other people, other companies, other leather makers like to do a clean look, and they like to finish everything, to be oh so pristine. Well, I kind of like a rougher look, and that's just me. That's just who I am. I like the rougher looking. Not the edges. Like I do like my edges looking neat, but like I didn't finish the edges on this one. I smoothed them, but I didn't do anything to it. And the same on both sides. So. Oh, and that wasn't Aaron that said that. I like the unique pose to the mass-produced. Yeah, I love doing one of a kinds. I don't like doing one of a kind. I like doing multiple, but I don't like to do the ordinary. Like this one here was a pattern that I got, and I was like, you know what, this would be a cool pattern. Let me try this. So it was a pattern. So I decided, let me just do the pattern and let me see what I can do. But it's not a whole ton of people do it, and people have asked me, what do you think it's going to do with moisture? I hope not much. But you know what? We're going to try something real quick while we let this last piece dry. And we'll see. We'll see something here. Switch over to that camera. Here it is. All right. Everybody knows that that water and leather is not good. So I'm going to do like a mist on it, and then I'll come over to the camera, but you guys can see that was a full solid mist. And you can see on it that it hasn't really absorbed it. And if we take a paper towel and we wiped it off, it's still good. So I feel like as long as I coat it correctly and I tell people like, hey, make sure you put some snow seal on it every once in a while, that it should be good. So that makes me happy that works. And that's what testing it and making sure I use that one all the time. I like to make sure and see how it fits, how it holds, how it does. The only thing I may do real quick is, and you know what, I think I'm going to seal the insides of it. This is a new mat. Speaking of Matt, you guys are going to hate me. Speaking of Matt, how do you call a guy with no arms and no legs in front of your door? Matt, I need to put something down on this. Hold on a second. I need to figure out something for this microphone. It keeps getting in my way. The cord does. I don't want that on the floor. That'll be a good piece for something later. All right, let's see. Sorry, I didn't mean to breathe so hard. All right. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to do some mink oil paste on the inside. Conditions all smooth leather and vinyl. That's not smooth. So we'll see how this works. And look at, I already have a piece sitting here. So we'll see if this works. It smells good. I think I want to try to paint it on. Ooh. If you're still watching and you want a sneak peek of something that y'all may not have seen yet, comment. I want to see. So again, if you are watching live and you want to see a sneak peek of something, comment, I want to see. Because I can't tell if everybody's watching. I want to see. Ha ha ha. All right, fine. I'll show you. It's actually right here in my hand. Which camera view? Since that one. Oh, I got two. All right. It's actually right there, but you can't tell what that is. How about a Christmas stocking? Yep. Leather and rabbit Christmas stockings. They're coming soon. Keep an eye out. We'll put them back there. Let's get back to work. Hey, Mark's watching. What's up, Mark? See, that's how I get people to jump in and tell me they're watching without telling me they're watching. Oh, I guess that's... Is that going to be strong enough? No. So to make these bristles stronger, we will pull out the handy dandy scissors and we're going to cut it down smaller because I want them to. I just want to be able to paint this paste on, and not, and have a little. Oh yeah, see. It's not really made for the inside of leather. So it's going to take a whole lot more than it should. We'll see. We may not do this on all of them. But I can't do it afterwards. So this one's kind of getting all the testing for it. Yes, Mark. Let's see. I love it. I'm afraid I'd actually wear that instead of hanging it. You could, but it would have a seam down the middle, so it wouldn't be as much fun for you. And Mark says making koozies. I say yes, but we call them can slips or can sleeves because of copyright issues. When I listed them before as a koozie for coffee koozies, because I do make those, I had that copyright claim, and they took it down off my site. They told me I couldn't sell it. I was like, wait a minute. It's just a sleeve for a coffee cup. So that's where I change it. Now I just call them sleeves. I haven't made any of those in a while either. I should. More people probably drink coffee down here than they did in Alaska. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to... It's definitely getting put on quicker, but it's using a whole ton, and I don't want to use a whole ton of this on here. I still have to stitch these tonight. Yeah, I didn't do this to mine. I don't think I need to do this to them. So we're not going to. We are going to put this on the outside of them, but we're not going to put them on the inside. Can boots, can girdles. Oh, man. Well, Mark, here's one. What do you think? Got a nice little fishing boat on it, and then the anchor will be on the other side. And then it finishes like that. It does sit like a little bit, you know, it doesn't sit perfect, but you're not driving around. Maybe you are. All right, so that idea it works, but it needs a little bit of something. So we're going to take that off the table. We're not doing that one right now. Once they're done, I will coat the outsides with it. It's exactly what the container says. It's snowproof. So it is exactly what the container says. Yep. Super easy. Actually, that's what's on the outside of this one. I love the natural color, so I just left this one natural. I didn't make any others natural. This one I put a horse on. But I thought that was snow seal. That one's not snow seal. It's snow paste. But now let's put these two together, and then we'll go and stitch it. So we'll make sure the top is connected there, because I know the top was a good cut, and the bottom should be a good cut, but it may not always line up. So there we go. There's one. So that's the stitch line, and I'll flip it over and I'll do this stitch line on this side. That's what those lines are. Same thing, only no minks are harmed in the making. So so you like to kill the seals, and I go for the minks. So I mean that's cool. Whatever, however you want to tell yourself it's okay. All right, I need to have to stand up maybe. I was going to put it in my lap, but then I realized that the camera would be facing my lap, and I don't want the camera facing my lap while I'm working, so we'll just move it up here. You can see it's lined up. Nice edge. And then we'll get the top, and we'll just walk it down like this. And there we go. So there's two done. And if you saw earlier, I punched the holes. I did hole punches down here so the leather wouldn't rip. I don't think that actually is going to need to be done. So on the other ones, I probably won't do that. Get some of the oils off of my fingers. Now, I love the participation, guys, so by all means, continue with the participation. I don't know how much it helps the YouTube algorithms, but it helps me to sit here and work, because I got to work in silence if I'm live. Otherwise, I got music going, and I'm, bebopping around, having a good time. I've been known to put Latino music on. I've put, this was the double flag. So, flag and a flag. And, no, I only sealed the inside of one. I didn't seal the inside of this one, and I don't think it needs it. After the can goes in there and gets a little bit moisture in there, it's not really sticking too much in there. And I threw my rag away, so we're just going to shove that can right down in there, spread it around. It is super tight. We'll see how it does. Yep, the whole thing is wet now, and we'll just leave it. We'll see how it does. I've only snow sealed one, or snow proofed one of them. Yeah, because I just did. I'm not seeing the inside of this one. Yeah, because I just did it quick. Let's see. It helps you more if people comment on your video after you're no longer live. So I've heard. I gave the videos a share on Facebook as well. That's cool. I appreciate the share on Facebook. And we'll have to go back and comment once it's off of live. But I went for the first almost hour with maybe one or two people that just popped in to look and see, and then didn't stick around. So you never know what I do on my videos. I don't know how they feel about doing sales on here. I have to see, I don't know where I can even check after your video is no longer alive. Quitters. Yeah. Same thing. That one should sell pretty good around here, huh? Now this one, I'm sort of proud of. I should have made this one the test subject. I really liked how this basket weave came out. This was another style. So I really like how that came out. That came out really well. That did not. but I actually did all the testing and other stuff on the horse one because I wasn't 100% satisfied on how the horse came out. So I think it's either one's a hit or miss on which one's going to be the nicest. But Sewing Machine's coming out soon, so we'll see how that does. Here's another Coast Guard one. I'll show you another basket weave that I've done. It's really cool. Like it skips some. I'll have to do it again. Maybe I'll do a video on basket weaving. How to use your tools for basket weaving and how to do it like your own basket weave. Anyway, so you have that side and you got that side. So any coastie will know that one. I'd almost buy it just because of how cool it looks. But I know a couple friends that when they see that, they're going to be like, I want one. I want two of them. I'm shaking. They're going to put Red Bull gives you... It won't fit a Red Bull. I didn't want to say that doesn't fit a Red Bull. Sorry. All right, so let's set these up here. We'll put it all my favorite sides up. I don't know, this one's tough. It's a cute anchor, but definitely the ship. Definitely the ship. And then this one's just got a little western floral or the horse, which I've done better on horse before. That was like, I think I started that one at like 11 o'clock 11 o'clock on like the other night. But there you can see him. I'm going to move this in and get the sewing machine, and we will stitch these. And I'm going to stitch this quick. I got to stitch a wallet. We'll do it in black. I usually like it in white, but I'll do it in black since black's already threaded. Okay. That's there. This is where, how am I going to do this? I don't want to give up all of the shop. I can't go way over there because that's not going to reach. Yeah, I don't think that'll reach. Try not to give up all of the shop. Let me spin this around. This is what's nice. All my stuff is on wheels in here. Almost everything's on wheels. Like, if the benches were on wheels, I'd be able to move the benches too. But the benches aren't on wheels, so I can't move the benches. But the stuff under the benches are on wheels. And this time, I have a surge protector so I don't blow my servo motor like I did last time. I wonder, that camera's dead. I'm just going to try this over here. All right, hold on. We go to studio mode. GoPro. That should be a good shot right there. All right, here we go. Boop. All right, here's the sewing machine. It is a Cobra Class 26. It's a Class 26 Cobra leather machine. I put stickers on it before. I have some more stickers I could put on it. I don't know. I felt like putting Kodiak on there, because that's where I was. All right, and real quick, we're going to do this one because this is going to be just a quick spin around, and then I'll get to the other ones. No, I'm not. I'm going to wait because I'd rush it, and I don't want to rush it. All right, move my seat up a little bit higher. Hope you guys can still see. I'll try not to put my hand in the way. What I am going to do is right on this end, I'm not going to do it right now, but right on this end, I'm going to mount a spot for the camera to sit, and you'll be able to look right down at the stitches. I think that'll be super cool. I should probably turn it on. And I'll set my stitches to be, they're at 700 for speed, so it's going to be kind of slow, but that's okay. Oh, I'm glad I waited on that. That's where I want to be. So we're going to do one stitch first. There's the first stitch. Now we're going to go back one. And now we're going to go the rest of the way. And that's full speed for the setting that I have. That'll work. And what I've done is I made the where it's going to have a mark on the edge here. I'm trying to see if I can get it to glare a little bit of where, there it is. So you can see that's where the walker foot is. I put that on the outside, and I'm going to trim that down anyway. I'll sand it, or I'll either sand it or I'll cut it. And I'm going to cut that piece off. But I'm not going to do that tonight because I don't want to do precision work. You guys still watching? How's that view? Does that view work? All right, let me read that one because it's a little bit longer. Let's see, there it is again. Nice cut down it. So when we're done with this one, we will just pop it open. I don't want to do it now, but you pop it open and throw a can in. I don't want to do it now because I want to leave this level so I can cut the edges. Let's see, looking good. Good view. Thank you, two of you. Everything I do is by hand and probably always will be, as I never expect to go beyond hobby stage. But the sewing machine makes it look nice. Well, Mark, I'll bring over my Tipman Boss hand stitcher and let you try that. That's what I started out on for a machine, and it totally changed how I did things. I was able to do those. I was able to do everything on that stitcher. I'd be able to do this on that hand stitcher, and then I was able to make enough product that I paid for this. Will this make it? Move it back just a hair. So I was able to use this to use that machine to pay for everything else that I wanted to do. So that was nice. That was like and you'll see a lot of it on people on Facebook. We'll talk about them. It's kind of like the gateway drug to sewing machines. The Tipman Boss. It's a hand stitcher. I just posted a video, a short the other day with this, with it, and you'll hear all the clicking that goes on with it. Great little machines. I enjoyed it. Matter of fact, I'm going to do a review on it again. The problem is that it's not a new machine, so I may have to. Uh-oh. I'm talking and I didn't do this right. Backstitch it. This is the one with the mink oil. I can smell it. I may have to call the company and see if I can get a different machine to do a review because mine's an older machine. I don't think there's any differences. I'll call them and ask them if there's any differences. That's what I'll do. And if there's no real differences, then I'll add that into the video that there's no differences. But I think there is a few differences. So I made these. When I'm doing these, here's the stitch that I just made. You can see how nice that looks. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Focus. Anyway, you can see how nice that looks. And then that's the back side of the stitch. So it doesn't always look as nice. So that's why I did them on both sides instead of just one side. So that way both sides had a funky looking. And I had to check my bobbin, make sure I had enough. There. Probably could do it another way. Now this machine will go a lot faster, but for control right now that is to the floor. I really didn't want to go much more than that, and the setting is sitting at 700. I don't think I have enough to do another one. And I was right. Sweet. I like being right every once in a while. Let's see. Yep, they aren't cheap. I think I paid more than that for mine. Their new one that's coming out is going to have a reverse. I don't know how much I would use the reverse on it, but it's going to have a reverse. which is supposedly going to be better. I don't know. I never had a problem squeezing the trigger and making it work. That blowout on the bottom could also mean I need to put a new needle in. So maybe that's what I'll do before I start stitching the other finished product items. I don't know if I can get another one out of that. Can I? Nope. So now I'll have to walk this by hand into that back hole. Come on. Come on. It's always that first step that it's like, I don't want it to jump, but I'm not used to this new, I put a new servo motor on this. I didn't have a choice. I kind of broke the last one. But I put a new servo motor on it, and yeah, when I'm done with these, I'm going to be done with the live, so I got 3 more to do. My old motor, as soon as you stepped on it, would go up to like full speed. So it was real super touchy, and this one, as soon as you put your foot down, it's only going to go to 400 right to start. And you just have to go into settings before. And like right now, I'm going to set this up to like 1500, and you'll see. So if I'm doing a nice long project, it'll do it real nice. Yep, I made another good decision. I'm making good decisions tonight. I'm kind of proud of myself. That's that one. That'll look good. I'll try to get a better top-down view for you guys for the next time. It'll be right underneath. I'll GoPro stick it right here, so it should be good. You should see all the thread on the floor when you're done. Oh, these machines are great for belt. Let me try something real quick. So what I'm thinking about doing is having it sit right here. Would that be a cool view to watch? I don't know. Now that I'm looking at it, it may look funny. Yes, I'm in socks and Crocs. That may not be the best view. Maybe, like the best view, I think that's not the best view. Oh, that's my glue pot. Tip that back up. Like that would be a cool shot right there. Or like right there. I was thinking top down would look, see, would that be okay? Yeah, so I'll flip the screen. That'll look good. I'll mount it right there. Yeah, I think the other way would have been bad. I think this way would be better. So that would look okay. Yeah. Sorry for that quick spin. I'm trying not to show off the shop completely yet. Not yet. Oh, and you can see what time it is. All right. We got 2 more after this. Well, 1 more after this. Oh, see, that's bad. You should have told me my arm's in the way. Hey, man, your arm's in the way. What are you doing? No, it's not. Yes, it is. So I backstitch it so that way the stitches won't come apart. Usually you do 2 or 3. Because of what this product is, I just try to do 1. If I were to hand stitch this, I would I'd actually throw a stitch over the top. I'd throw a stitch over the top, and I'll show you what I mean on a scrap piece here in a minute. Oh, I didn't realize you can't even see what I'm doing there. That stinks. I'll have to do it over here. Oh, not done with this. This does give a little bit of a chunk. You can see the knot at the top, so it's not as okay. You can see the knot at the top, so it's not as pretty, but uh-oh. Okay. We'll do it. You know what? I'm not going to. I think that'll be fine. I didn't go through both. I did make a hole, but because it's at the bottom of that, I think it may be okay. But it's handmade. That's why. That's what you get for handmade, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Every once in a while, check the bobbin, make sure that it's looking good. So I'm just hand starting the hole, so it has to start right where I put it in the hole. I don't know what that just did, so I'm going to stop right there. I think it double stitched in its own hole. What? Don't tell me that you guys don't make the same noise bending over and coming back up. So this one here, it knotted itself at the bottom. So we will fix that before we finish it, and I'll just cut that right off, I think. I think that's just the bottom thread that got a little confused, discombobulated. I'm not going to chance it. But I will still poke a hole, darn it. All right, so that's it with the machine. I'm going to let that stop for a second. Let any capacitors run their deal so I don't ruin that one, because the other motor I broke because and I just hit that, didn't I? Good. Let me go here. So the other motor I broke because I didn't have it, because I set it wrong. Anyway, that's what I got for tonight. Thanks for watching. Let's see, about 10 seconds sewing, what makes me about 15 minutes to do by hand. You know, and that isn't a bad statement. I've done a lot of stuff by hand. When you get good at doing it by hand, you can actually do this whole job would probably take 15 minutes, 10 minutes, but both sides. So once you get good at the hand stitching, you can really get through. I'm not that good at it, but it does make it handy for small projects like this that need stitching. See, that one's got the white stitching on it. Actually, talking about the Tipman Boss hand stitcher. This was done by the hand stitcher. Let me switch to GoPro 2. Tip it down some because I don't want you guys to see the whole shop yet. So this was done by the hand stitcher. And you can't really tell. So a couple times here, this wasn't my machine. This wasn't my machine here, but you can see the top thread tension was too much in a couple of these. If you see the little white ball in there, right there, that little white thing, that little white thing, that little white thing, that was for Mark. I'll let you sit for a second because you're going to need to sit after I tell you this one. But the backside didn't look too bad either. But Mark, as long as you're sitting, I will tell you that the Cobra Class 26, you looked up at a good price. Now add shipping to Alaska. I'm glad you're sitting for that one. But this whole thing was stitched with the Tipman hand stitcher, and I hid the nasty cover up. So this is where you cover I did the extra threads there. That's where I cover it up. Sits right there. So that was done on the Tipman, and that is my my guitar strap, if you're wondering. It's not my belt. That's my guitar strap. But I made it adjustable up here. I just have to pull that guy out. But I made these all adjustable, and I didn't want the back side to be seen, so I covered the whole back. And you can see I glued it all and stitched it all. And only thing I got to do is I think I'm going to have to oil it a little bit because it does have a little bit of noise, but that's for my this one's my personal guitar strap. I call it my signature series because there's my signature. I didn't have any of my stamps or any of my stuff to make that when I was in I was in Tampa, Florida when I made that. Yeah, and that's so I had to make the decision when I bought this machine. Was it worth it? And could I produce more and more from it? The answer is yes, it was worth it. It has paid for itself. Some of the large tote bags that I make have did it with those. Let me see. I think that was done on the... Was that done on the Tipman? The Tipman stitch is so nice that sometimes you can't even tell. I just pulled out a bag earlier. Let's see if I can find that bag. Here it is. So here is GoPro 2. So this was sewn on the sewing machine. but it gave the ability to sew all of it, and so I double stitched it, and I put I gotta repunch that hole, and it's done. So I can do the double stitching with it. It makes it really nice. There's my logo added to it. Always helps. I was able to do these bags with it. This one's my wife's bag. Actually, I may use it when I go do some of my reenactment camping. But I did some rough edges here. You know, just some simple. I did a knot that's used on horse tack on it. I used an antler to close it, but the inside sewing. What else do I have? I have a little money pouch. Huh. I forgot I made that. Little money pouch. And look at. Anybody know what kind of knot that is? Huh? What kind of knot is that? And there's it's a little wristlet. And how did I finish it? Look at that. This thing's an old one. But that's just a little wristlet that you can wear. Throw this around. I think I made a strap for it at one point to go up and around, but I forgot about that one. I forgot about that. I should stop forgetting about stuff. So the inside of these, let me show you here. Pull out the strap. Hold on a minute. Let's get a different camera. And okay. So inside this, when I make these, you have to make it inside out. And yes, Mark, you're correct. It's a bleed knot. Aaron's correct also. So sewing it gives the option, gives the ability to do these really easy. But inside here has and I make all of these bags. This one's a really nice oil tan, so it's nice, soft, and flimsy, and super soft. My other bag's a little bit stiffer. I'll show you the stiffer bag here in a second. I'm done, so if you guys are done watching, cool. It's 2 hours in. Thanks for watching. I'm just going to go over some of these. But on the inside, it has a spot to put like letters or something, and a spot for business cards. That's this one. So these have spots for business cards. It's got, like, the leather has a hole in it here. You can see it better with this camera. You see that leather's got a hole in it there. But you can see the stitches. These are all done with this machine. I believe these are all done with this machine. You know where I'll be able to tell? Down at the bottom on the inside. Right here. Let's see what this looks like. Yep. That was done with that machine. I love this color. You can see, like, it just lightened up. Watch my finger. I love it. I'll put I'll do a heat gun over it, and it'll change it back. But the edges you can see are rough edge here. I gave it a little bit of a fringe look and that, and I included this guy for the closer. But what I do while I store them, oh, and there's the adjustments. Yeah. I store it with this inside of it. Then they're out of the way. This goes on the inside of all my big bags, so I need this out. That's perfect, because I have to make, I wonder if it still fits the phones. Yep. So the big bags, this snaps on the inside of my big tote bags, and it'll fit. It'll fit there. So I need to leave this out. And then I totally forgot about this little wristlet I made. Look at all the bug bites on this leather. Yep. So, and you can use this bleed knot, that video that I did, you can use it anywhere. You can use it in the middle, at the end of a, I mean, you know what? I'm going to take a picture of this. Look what I just found. Ooh, that's me. Take it out of portrait mode. Oh, stop. Snooze. Boom. So I can add that to the post on Facebook. Yeah, I think these stitches look like they were done with the machine. But we'll throw that inside here. I totally forgot that was in there. We'll close this. There's the antler. Boom. So, oh, and the other bags are usually stiff. What am I? Ow. Let me go back to Mevo. That's the upper one, so you can see that I'm walking away. So that same leather that I just showed you for that bag is the same leather I use for the stockings. This is one of the business bags. We call it a business bag because then both men and women will like it. I was calling it a, I don't remember what I called it before. This was done with this sewing machine. You can see the nice clean stitches. That's really easy to fix right there. I don't know if you can see that. That piece is just sticking out a little bit. So we're just gonna I probably shouldn't do that without my glasses on, so I don't mess it up. There we go. I don't know where my thing is. Okay. So that's what that is. And on the inside of these bags, that one says Kodiak, Alaska. On the inside, it has deflated airbags. So the inside, this has spots for pens, your phone, business cards, and it's got a spot in the back. So that's what all of my that's all of the ones I'm doing. So it's not a it's not a satchel, it's not a girl bag, it's a business bag. So that way weird. I don't know what happened here. It just looks weird. Somebody's going to question what's going on with that. You know what that means? That means that's no good. That's weird. You know how you fix that? You guys won't believe me if I tell you. Just like that. So now we'll make another one. We'll just punch this strap a little bit shorter. That'll get fixed. Throw this on the table of things to do. Mark, your demonstration this weekend. I'll probably, no offense, because I would love to. I don't know which one. Whoa. Okay, that's better. I would love to, but I'm probably going to be in here for most of the day, if not even longer. What time do you have to set up? Maybe I'll shoot over when you have to set up. But send me a message, because I'm not going to keep this thing going. I've gone 7 minutes over the 2-hour mark. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm going to stand right here I try to do this every time and it doesn't work. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do it really fast, finish it fast, and see if I can make it actually work. I have less than 20 seconds. Check out my last video here. Check out the playlist here. And subscribe here. Have a good day. Bye. Oh, till next time, keep turning.